Welcome back, Norfolk enjoyers. I'm Steph.
And I'm Andrew.
And this is a bonus episode of our Norfolk and Good podcast about a Norfolk summer. So we decided to, after doing 5 episodes about summary topics to do with Norfolk, ranging from events that are taking place in the county this coming summer to beach safety and
alfresco dining.
Indeed, yes, foodie topics.
Yes,
fish and chips and alfresco dining. Yeah. So the season's 10 episodes. We've already done 5. We thought we'd have an interim bonus episode because we've just had half term and we had a fabulously busy half term enjoying Norfolk. So we thought we'd share some of those activities that we did with you, which might provide some inspiration for the coming months, things for you to do in Norfolk. And we also want to tell you about a very exciting thing that we hope will enable you to seize the summer in Norfolk, and that is the Summer 2021 Enjoying Norfolk Virtual Challenge.
Oh yes, it's going to be exciting.
So half term, just been, and we were enjoying Norfolk, but probably more specifically, we actually spent a lot of time enjoying West Norfolk.
We did.
Controversially. Well, not controversially, but we do go to West Norfolk.
We do, quite a lot.
Of our podcast is focused on this very Norwich-centric, because obviously that's where we live, and also the North Norfolk coast, because it's utterly fabulous, and we spend a lot of time walking up there. But we do get over to West Norfolk sometime, and you, Andrew...
We do, love it.
Went up twice in half term, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Where did you go first of all?
Well, first of all, we were lucky enough to go to Inside Out School of Adventure and Bushcraft.
Inside Out, fabulous, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and what are Inside Out? Tell us a bit about them.
Well, in short, it's just fabulous things to do with the kids in the outdoors.
Outside, in the wild outdoors.
In the wild outdoors. Really is wild as well, outdoors.
And it's back to nature, isn't it? It's really kind of Bear Grylls would endorse it, we think.
Definitely. And he'll probably learn a few things as well.
And whereabouts are they based?
They're over near Watlington.
Mm-hmm. Place of your birth.
I know.
Did you feel the call?
I did.
Dragging you home.
I did. I felt the call, and I could have stayed. Over in West Norfolk in the woods. Yes. No, it is Inside Out. It is fabulous for kids. Mm-hmm. They get to go and spend time in the woods.
Yeah.
Supervised slightly, just told the right things to do.
Yeah.
But they're left, to get on with things like build fires, collect wood, build fires, light fires.
Yeah. I mean, you told me that the nice thing about it is that they're treated like they're treated like people with brains, not just children. So they're treated like they're competent and capable. So they're given responsibility. Yeah. But you told me that all the time, it seems like they have oodles of freedom, which is wonderful. It even seems to them, but it's actually very well controlled and very safe, which I think is a brilliant.
You've hit the nail on the head there.
Or some other bushcraft analogy. So more bushcrafty analogy. I've whittled the stick.
We did a lot of that.
So they still deal with all these kind of seemingly dangerous things, don't they? Like knives and tools and fire, but in a very safe, sensible way. And they step up. And I think that's really good for the kids to have that level of freedom, because in this day and age, they're so overprotected. They're not even allowed to cross the road without,
I know, we're so worried about, don't do that.
And can they cope with the outside world? But actually they can, can't they? And they rise to the occasion.
Yeah, all the kids there were totally getting involved in everything there was in the running of the camp.
Yeah, which is great as well.
Yeah, the
bit of graft.
Cooking, all that sort of thing. But then there was also a lot of fun stuff to do. Like we did tails, where there was a defending team and an attacking team. You had to grab the tails that were hanging out the back of them.
Yeah, so there's fun as well as sort of wide games and that kind of thing. And then there's bushcraft and camping. And our boys that day cooked all their own food.
I know.
Which was frankly amazing. and enjoyed it. And you all came back 12 hours later, slightly covered in a layer of campfire smoke and smelling of it too. And
the best way.
Very worn out, and having had no screen time all day, just being out in nature, in wildlife. That's so wholesome. What a lovely thing to do in the holidays.
And we're exhausted, weren't we?
Absolutely shattered.
Absolutely.
We're more shattered than the boys, I think. But then you did drive there and back. So.
I know. It took me, it took me a whole day to actually recover from...
And you only went for one day. Because they do the camps, so they do these camps every holiday, don't they?
Yeah.
And the kids can go along for days, or they can stay the whole week and actually overnight, and they camp out, don't they?
They camp out. They build their own shelters.
Amazing.
I know, and they get to stay in the woods. And we unfortunately missed it, but they were going to have a disco.
Yes, yeah. Well, you left
evening.
before they were going to have the disco, but you had been out all day already, so you've got to build up to that, to woodland discos, I think. And they do parties, and they do family days and that sort of thing as well, don't they?
Yeah, I think they've got some free family days coming up, so you can go and see what they're all about.
Fabulous. So look that out then. Yeah, have a look at Inside Out. And I think also for me, it looks like the sort of holiday activity that's really suitable for slightly older kids as well. So when some of the childcare options, like some of the summer camps, start to get a little bit, particularly our eldest just turned into a teenager, so it is suitable for young kids as well. But also, I think it will appeal to slightly older children.
Yeah. I don't know what the maximum age, but there when we went, there was a really nice range.
Yeah.
Of children, and everybody was getting on really well, and getting involved and helping each other as well.
Oh, it's so lovely. You pick up so many life skills in that sort of situation, don't you?
I did, actually.
Really nice. We'll definitely send our kids again. I think it's fabulous. I love Inside Out. Nathan's really great. He's so passionate about it. He runs the Inside Out, and he's really passionate. And the other thing we should mention that's really exciting is if you are an enjoying Norfolk card holder, and if you aren't, why not? Just sign up now on enjoyingnorfolk.co.uk. Yes. Discounts across the county all year round, multiple times. But you can actually get a discount off Inside Out camps, can't you?
You can, yes. Later on that week, we went back to West Norfolk, and we took you as well.
You did this time. Yes. I went along.
Yes, you did. And it was very exciting. I was really looking forward to this. We were going to Watatunga.
Watatunga, fantastic.
Yes. Which is a reserve,
brand new wildlife reserve.
Brand new wildlife
really
reserve.
Exciting.
Yeah, in West Norfolk.
Yeah, Watlington again.
Yes, Watlington.
Who knew Watlington was so exciting?
Well, I did, of course. But no, and it's right next to Inside Out.
Yeah.
Because Inside Out have some of the land that
they're on the same land,
which is good, and they're going to link together, which is nice as well.
Yeah.
So we wanted to go and experience the wildlife reserve, and it's for a whole variety of deer and antelope.
Yes. They have lots of. So they have wildlife there, obviously. You can go on a buggy safari, which was what we were going to do that day, what we did. Yeah. It's not the kind of safari where you'll see sort of elephants and tigers, which is a good thing, really, because you're in an open golf buggy, and that would end very badly, I fear.
Yeah, we could.
But what you have got is a lot of, a huge variety. Who knew there were so many species of deer?
I know.
And that also so many of them are actually declining in number in the wild, which is terribly sad.
Yeah, I really didn't know this before I was looking to go. Every
day's a school day.
I know, and some are extinct.
In the wild, they're only in captivity. That's right, yeah. And so that you'll see there, it's a very sensitive enterprise. I think it's not exploitative of the animals in any way. I think what they've done is it's very natural, and they've got a mixture of non-native and native species. So there are deer there that you would find in Norfolk, in fact, but there are also deer that you would find usually in places like Africa. So they have more exotic species, and they're involved in a couple of things. One, obviously protecting some of the species that are there, and educating people that go along, which we certainly were.
Definitely.
But they're also involved in rewilding programs for native species, so things that did live in this county or this country previously and maybe now extinct, and they're trying to increase their numbers and put them back out into the wild. And also creatures that are, like you were saying, Andrew, they're critically endangered in the wild or extinct in other countries, and they're sort of involved in breeding programs there. So it's a really fun, fabulous day out, but it's also more than that. It is educational. It's a great experience.
Conservation.
And there's a massive conservation element there as well.
Learning about the work they're doing there in conservation.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's only been open a while, hasn't it? Because it opened last year, but then it had to shut for lockdown. So it is really brand new. And So you go along and you get your golf cart.
Get your golf cart, your buggy.
Yeah, we went on one that seats 4, so the family of 4, 2 in the front, and then we had the 2 kids on the back facing outwards.
Yeah, rear facing. Yeah,
but there's buggies that take 6. There's a buggy that will take a wheelchair, which is really exciting. And basically, for an hour and a half, you drive onto the reserve in convoy. And at the front, we had Jonathan Usher Smith, I think, who's the reserve manager. And he is over the radio giving you a full live narration of the whole process. So what you will see, where you're going, telling you all about it. And my God, he knows everything, doesn't he? There's nothing he doesn't know about the place.
I know, and it was brilliant.
Total expert.
Brilliant. Because I thought it was just going to be recorded. You know, like you go to these places and you get a recording thing like on headphones and you walk around. But that was brilliant because obviously with wildlife, you're not going to see some of it. And you're going to see different bits each time. So he could tell us exactly
ad hoc what was there. Yeah, because the beautiful thing about Watatunga is it will change with the seasons. The flora and fauna will change, but also these are wild creatures. And it's not set up. It's not like a zoo. If they don't want you to see them that day, you're not going to see them. So every visit will be different, which is absolutely wonderful. But the way it's laid out, so you arrive onto the reserve and it's wonderfully kind of bumpy. It's very authentic safari, isn't it? You could be anywhere.
You really could, actually,
And you sort of have to go through some puddles and uphills and sometimes a little bit hair-raising, actually. And then at the centre of the reserve, there is this huge lake, which, I suppose on the plains would be a watering hole, and a lot of the stuff's congregated there, isn't it, for obvious reasons.
We stopped because you're allowed to stop and take
you go
pictures.
along very slowly. It's very relaxing, isn't it?
Very good.
You can stop if you want to take a picture, and the rest of the convoy stops and waits for you, and they will stop appropriately if there's something to look at, and your guide wants to tell you about it.
Yeah, it's excellently done. But when we stopped the first time and I looked out across that, I couldn't believe I was in West Norfolk.
Yeah, you did say, you said you could be, you said this doesn't even feel like we're in West Norfolk. It was amazing. It looks like, it could be the plains of Africa. There were antelope, there were blesboks, and wonderfully there was some water buffalo in the lake, which is so cool. How cool is that to see living, breathing, free, to all intents and purposes, water buffalo just sort of languishing a few metres away. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could have come right up to us, but they didn't. But
that was one of my favourite views.
I think the kids, it's really exciting for the kids to see something that exotic without fences, and without barriers and that kind of thing, just doing their own thing in the water. It was a sunny day and there they were in the lake, buffaloing about.
Maybe just sitting and relaxing, weren't they? Hey?
Good for them. I don't blame it. It was boiling when we went. But and the creatures aren't, they're not really that bothered about, they're obviously quite used to the safari, so they're pretty cool about it. So they do come quite close, and as you approach them, they don't run away, which is really quite nice. They don't all gallop off. So you get really quite close proximity to these creatures. Especially in the case of one of the species there, the bongos.
Yeah, fabulous.
Really fabulous striped antelope type species, critically endangered in the wild, if not extinct, I think. I don't know, one of those anyway. And she had a calf nearby, so you might expect her to be easily spooked. No, she couldn't have cared less. She actually carried on eating the grass right where we were coming up to her.
So
we
close.
Went around her.
Yeah.
Didn't bat a bongo eyelid. Got some amazing pictures. It was
great
fabulous.
pictures. She even came over to sniff one of the buggies behind us, didn't she?
Yes,
just to check. Because I felt when we were in there, I felt that actually we were the ones on show.
On show there. Well, we were in their environment, weren't we,
totally
really? We were the aliens in their environment. We were the visitors, or the guests, really. We were there by virtue of them allowing us to be there.
So well done it was that that is how I felt. And they were
really
just looking at us going, interesting.
This is our house. We let you, absolutely. And I think, so you've got those sorts of, lots of deer and antelope, and then you've got a lot of interesting birds.
Definitely, so ones that can come in anyway.
Obviously. They can just fly up the reserve.
Swans and ducks and all that sort of thing. But and then some obviously rare ones.
More less common species. So there was the Indian peacock, I think, is it, or the Java peacock?
Oh yes,
which is like ours but even more beautiful.
Peacock,
silver pheasant. Is it silver pheasant?
Silver pheasant. Yes, that was it. The silver pheasant, the peacock, which we saw in the woods. Really, that was beautiful. Really beautiful birds.
Some of the swans were on nests.
Yes.
And then one of the only birds that is, so most of them just roam free basically, and they could interact with you if they wanted to. But one that is behind a fence are the Great Bustards.
Yes.
For obvious reasons. Apparently, they are extremely aggressive. And they came right up to the fence and they make a really funny sound. Yeah. And they were right up against the fence.
They were being nice and friendly, didn't I?
And our guide told us that, Johnny told us that it wasn't that they wanted to get to us or be fed by us, it was that they wanted to attack us.
Yeah.
So hence they're behind the fence for good reason. But they were previously a native species to these isles.
Yeah.
Now extinct. Yeah. I think I could be wrong with this fact. I think the last one was killed in Norfolk, or they were native here, and they might have been native
hunted, obviously.
Yeah. They're about as big as turkeys. So,
and they're looking to reintroduce them.
Yeah, which I'm not sure if they're that aggressive is such a good idea, but
Well, did he say
they were talking about reintroducing wolves, aren't they? So
crikey. But I think he said that they were a bit more aggressive because they've been hand reared.
Okay.
And this time around, they're going to pretend to be
Oh, yes, that was it. And one of them would have the job of dressing up.
As something.
They had to use hand puppets so they didn't imprint on a human, and he'd have to dress up as a massive bird. I don't know if that was them or the cranes, but
I can't remember.
But anyway,
I want to go and see that, though.
Definitely. Yeah, well, they were definitely involved in the conservation area. I don't know whether they are going to let them out into the wild, but they're definitely involved in trying to increase their diminished numbers.
Definitely, and which is fabulous idea.
Yeah. But all in all, Watchedonga, highly recommended day out.
Oh,
brilliant activity. Because you are seated in the buggy for the whole sort of 90 odd minutes, it's excellent if you aren't the best at walking or the most fit and able, but you still get this amazing relaxing experience in nature. You go through parkland, you go around that lake, you go through woodland, all sorts of wonderful things, and you definitely will come away having learnt something because the guides are so incredibly knowledgeable, aren't they?
So
and passionate.
Yeah.
And the wonderful thing about it is that these really are the early days of this reserve.
Yeah.
So you can see it developing and evolving. They've got lots of different ideas for the future. So they're going to start doing things at night. They've got 11 species of bat there, apparently.
Yeah,
they've got
barn owls and tawny owls.
Yeah.
And
so the potential is enormous. And so I think on return visits, you'd actually gain even more, which is really wonderful. And again, Enjoying Norfolk fans, if you have an Enjoying Norfolk card, you get a discount on several tours per year.
You do. And if you haven't got a card, you should get one.
As we say again, yeah. So if you are staying in Norfolk for the summer, or if you are visiting and you want to enjoy Norfolk a little bit more, you might consider getting involved in our Summer Enjoying Norfolk virtual challenge.
Definitely.
Drum roll, etc. Basically, it's a good excuse, an opportunity to discover, support some of our businesses and enjoy Norfolk more this summer and earn yourself a little reward in the process.
Yes. A fabulous pin badge.
Indeed, our Summer 2021 Enjoying Norfolk pin badge, which features beach huts.
Yeah. And bunting.
Yes, it does. Yeah. So iconic symbols of a Norfolk summer. And obviously you can see beach huts on several Norfolk beaches, Wells, Cromer, Munsey, etc. So what we do, it works by you sign up and buy the challenge pack, and there are around 75 suggested activities that you can do inside, outside, virtually. There's a whole variety. Definitely. Some you have to be in Norfolk to do, but some you don't have to be in Norfolk. If you love Norfolk but you can't get in for the summer, we do not want to hold that against you. We don't want to penalise you. So many of the summer activities can be enjoyed anywhere, so you can still take part. Really what we want, given the events of the past year, is for you all to have an amazing summer.
And there's some lovely activities there. Some I've even forgot that I should be doing.
Exactly. I think so you've got to complete at least 5 of the activities by the end of July. Let us know that you've completed them, and then we will send you your well-earned Enjoying Norfolk summer pin badge.
Wear it with pride.
Absolutely, and show your love of Norfolk to the world. Now, obviously, you can do more than 5, but as long as you've done 5 by the end of July, then you can qualify for the pin badge. If you actually manage to do more than 5 or sort of all 75, then I think that you would have a summer you'll never forget.
Awesome. It'll be an awesome summer.
I think so, yeah, absolutely. Now, we have a version for the grown-ups, and we have a slightly tweaked version for the kids as well, so they can get involved and earn a reward badge. And that's something that you can collect. We ran a spring virtual challenge, and we had a pin badge then, and we're going to do more in the future. So
very collectible,
and a nice memento of the summer.
Yeah.
So some of the challenges that you can complete, we'll just sort of read a couple of them. Okay, so one very, very simple one: eat a stick of Norfolk Rock.
Yeah. Oh, love rock.
Very easy.
Love
That's not
rock.
a hard activity,
Love
that.
rock. Great Yarmouth and Wells.
Yeah.
That's where I've had rock. Yeah.
Yeah. Great Yarmouth, definitely.
Yeah.
Visit or see a Norfolk lighthouse.
Oh,
That's
of
another
course.
one. So these are all Norfolky ones. But a non-Norfolky one, which you could do anywhere, find a hagstone on the beach.
Oh,
Now, we're not going to tell you what a hagstone is. You have to Google it. But that's one of them. Visit or see a Norfolk windmill.
Plenty of those.
Absolutely.
Those, yeah.
See Dippy at Norwich Cathedral.
Ah.
Now, if you don't know about Dippy, then the episode 1 of this season of the Norfolk and Good podcast is all about Dippy coming to Norwich Cathedral.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Go rock pooling.
Oh, love it. Yeah.
Relax to the sounds of nature.
Oh.
So there's a whole variety of very soft activities and activities that you have to do a bit more. Try paddle boarding. We actually did this week with Norfolk paddle boards.
We did. That was fun.
We did. And in a previous episode, if you've listened to all the episodes of this podcast, then you'll know we spoke to Lee from Norfolk paddleboard. So try paddleboarding as one. Ride the snails in Great Yarmouth.
Oh, that is compulsory.
It is a compulsory summer activity. Yeah,
you've got to go straight for that one. Get that one ticked off first.
Absolutely. And finally, an example, something we did in lockdown last year, and it was because we were all walking daily. We thought, how can we kind of switch this up a bit? Yeah. And it's go on a night hike. So do your walk, but do it at night and see how things are different. And we've actually been on a night hike at Sheringham Park, haven't we, before?
Oh, we have,
yeah. That night run, which was amazing. And we got to listen. They had these cool machines that allowed you to listen to the bats. Yes. You could hear their little clicking noises and that kind of thing, and you obviously saw their shadows as well flying through the air. So, and it's a completely different experience. So it's experience and enjoying Norfolk in a totally different way. Obviously, it's best done in the summer because the evenings are lighter, longer, but also it's warmer, longer, and you're less likely to get rained on. Or
it's a lovely time of the year to get out there.
It's a good time of year to do it, definitely. So, so there are a few of the activities. As I say, there's at least 75 suggestions. On the children's version, they are some of the same, so you could all do them together, but some are sort of more child-friendly. So one of them, again, an essential, go crabbing.
Oh, yeah.
Go crabbing. It's got to be done. It's got to be done for a Norfolk summer.
I'll have to get my crabbing bucket out of the garage.
Yes, and we still got our crabbing buckets.
We have
to take them with us when we go up to the coast later in the year. And so we actually asked our audience, our community on Instagram, and said what's a must do on your list for a good Norfolk summer, and a lot of people said go crabbing. So I think it's a popular one. So watch a Norfolk sunrise.
Oh yeah.
Again, very easy but very beautiful, and we often we lay in and we miss it. So ride a train.
Oh.
Fantastic and
easily done.
And there are so many opportunities, aren't there? Because there's obviously regular trains. That you can take sort of Norwich to Cramer or something. There's the North Norfolk Railway.
Yep.
The Bure Valley Railway.
Yeah.
The Wells and Walsingham Light Railway.
Oh, yeah.
And little ones like in Eaton Park. So
you
there's
could just
all
do
sorts.
that, couldn't you?
Yeah. And also, is there a road train in? There's a road train. Is it Yarmouth?
There's one in Yarmouth, I believe. Yes, I haven't been on that one. But I'm pretty sure there's one in Cromer as well.
We've been on a road train somewhere, but it says ride a train, so it can be a road train as well. Absolutely, yeah absolutely. So climb Beast and Bump is another one.
Yeah, we love climbing Beast and Bump, don't we?
Yeah, that's got to be a fun one. Go for a long beach walk, fly a kite. Oh. Visit or see a Norfolk castle.
I can do loads more than 5, can't you?
Absolutely. I think it would be easy to do 5, and as I say, if you can do even more, then I think you're going to have a summer to remember. And the wonderful thing is, at the end of it, you'll get one of our pin badges, so it will make it really easy to remember everything you've done forever.
It will, like a reward.
So if you do want to join in the summer Enjoying Norfolk Virtual Challenge, sign up at enjoyingnorfolk.co.uk. Spaces are limited, so if you are interested, don't leave it too late. And then you can crack on with that. And if you do get involved, obviously feel free to share pictures of yourself doing the challenge. Tag us in on social media. Use the hashtag Norfolk Summer.
Yeah, we'd love to see them, don't we?
Definitely, yeah. We can see how well you're getting on and give you some support along the way. And if you need any advice or have any questions about sort of ideas for any of the activities on the challenge, then just send us a message via social media or an email, the usual places. Yeah. Definitely. We will be back next week with a regular episode. In the meantime, we hope you stay well, and we look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.